Yo, it's Spurs Team Mac. I haven't made a video in quite some time because I really haven't had anything to talk about, really. But there's one game that I did actually want to talk about. You guys probably know it. Called Marvel Rivals. If you have been paying attention to Marvel Rivals, this game has been slowly dying and decaying. And as you see by the Jalen Green highlights, I'm basically trying to say that the game is never going to reach its full potential. And the real reason why this game is just never going to reach its full potential is because the philosophy behind this game doesn't make sense. I feel like that's probably the biggest issue. I mean, yeah, everyone knows that the community's toxic and whatnot, but like, what game that isn't popular doesn't have a toxic community, bro? So it's like, I don't know, that kind of just feels like a whatever type of thing. But like, the main reason I want to talk about this is because like, a game like Marvel Rivals, a hero shooter cannot be casual. And with each patch note, with each balancing, they just keep making the game cater to casuals. A game where you're supposed to communicate, you're supposed to change your team comp based off of matchups, counter swapping, ever changing meta. The game cannot be casual. The game has to be balanced competitively for that. I'm sorry. And then not only that, because another issue with this game is just the insane amount of like bloat in this game. If you play Marvel Rivals, you basically know that every character in this game is quote unquote overpowered. And I say quote unquote because if you play the game, you know that's not true at all in the slightest. It's mainly like certain archetypes that are insanely overpowered, and the rest are kind of just like they're just kind of, you know, cooked. And because, and like once again, it goes back to that philosophy. Because there's so much damage in this game, half the strategists in this game, bro, are just borderline useless, bro. I enjoy playing Adam Warlock, bro, but play Adam Warlock in a 2 healer comp, bro. It's impossible. He's just like, you're basically setting your team up for failure. And then like, what is the point of being like, if you're gonna make strategies like that, then damage can't be so insane, bro. Because when damage is insane like that, it basically just takes away the entire purpose of someone like Adam Warlock. Why would I really need Adam Warlock, whose main gimmick is his damage, when half the good DPS in the game melt you down in 2 hits anyway? It makes no sense. You get characters like Mantis. Like, why would I ever choose this character? The only reason, bro, people are even halfway clinging to Mantis is because of her ult. And even then, she has the one ult that basically gets burned through consistently. So like, realistically, what reason is there to play this character? Unless you're like running like a specific like team comp, like unless you're running res comp with Adam and Mantis, and even then you still need a third healer to make the res comp work. That is an issue. When every game is just Luna, Invis, Loki. I mean, like, it gets to a point. It gets to a point. Like, I'm sorry, bro. A hero shooter cannot be balanced casually. They keep adding in all this insane, and like then there's like the insane amount of just ridiculous amount of CC in this game, bro. It's not even funny. When you get hard CC, as much hard CCs in this game, combined with, like I said, the damage blow in this game, bro, it's cooked. It's cooked, bro. You get grabbed by Wolverine, then you get Mantis Slap, Luna Freeze, Invisible Woman push or pull. Like it gets to a point. And then you have so many gimmick characters. I'm talking when I say gimmick characters, I'm talking like they're playing the game by kind of like finding a workaround the game. If that makes sense to me. Think of it like Yajirobe from Sparking Zero. If y'all played that game this year, people didn't play Yajirobe because he was like this niche character. People played Yajirobe because you could just stall people out with sensu beans. Speaking of, and goes to my next point since we're on the topic of stalling. I'm happy Captain America got nerfed. Anyone who tries to put propaganda that Captain America isn't OP or isn't cringe, bro, is lying to you, bro. Captain America is one of the dumbest characters in this game. Half the people who play Captain America, they just switch to him, bro, when they're getting dead. That's an issue. Just dumb. Just running around the point, doing nothing. And for everyone who says it's a skill issue, it's not. People do this in like tippy top ranks. There's multiple cat players that do the same not gimmick, bro. People do this in pro play. They switch to Captain America right before their team loses so they can run around and stall a point. The character is dumb. And then like when you add in someone like Captain America along with like the 8 trillion amount of sustain ults in this game, bro, the game is cooked. The game is cooked. Like at a certain point, it's just like, well, like what are we gonna do? You get a Cloak and Dagger ult, Invisible Woman ult, and you get a Captain America ult right on top of that. Like, bro, it's not fun. It's not fun. And then like, and in every single patch, they just keep dive has never been meta. If anyone says dive has been meta, they're lying to you. Dive has never been meta. Every character that has been added in this game so far has been a counter to dive. Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, push and jump away. You go invisible. Mind you, when you go invisible after the double jump, your timer restarts. So you basically have to just be invisible for like 2 seconds. And like once again, and like I said, you can do this basically every time you get dive. And that's if like your other support isn't looking at you. Just dumb. Low, like, bro, every meta character in this game counters dive. Every character. Do I really have to explain how Thing counters dive, bro? How Emma Frost counters dive? Emma Frost is one of the stupidest tanks in the game. Once again, if anyone tries to tell you that, bro, it's just a skill issue, bro, they're lying to you. They know this character is dumb. The only thing even holding her back, bro, is really her range. I mean, she doesn't have a mobility, but like, you're a tank. So it's not like mobility is like the biggest piece of your problems anyway. Like, bro. And then like, and the real, and I'm gonna give y'all the real reason why the community is so toxic in this game, bro. Is because you don't get punished. This game does not punish you, bro. I've never seen a ranked game mode, a competitive game mode in any game that I've played with such little integrity, bro. At most you don't play the game for 15 minutes. Okay. Just make another account. So why is there so many Smurf accounts, bro? Just make another account. Same stuff. You leave a game, you still don't get punished. You leave a game, and everyone on the team still gets punished. How does that make sense? I'm playing 5-on-6. I'm still in the game, and I'm being punished, bro. Can y'all explain how that makes sense, bro? Please, come on now. You know that doesn't make sense, bro. And then on top of that, from like ranks like bronze to gold, you really have chrono shields that completely wipe out losses. Anyone who says that this deserves to be in the game is lying, bro. This game is literally not hard. It is not hard. This game probably becomes slightly challenging, bro, when you get to like Grandmaster, bro. And that's only because that's kind of where like you get egotistical people make ego like Grandmaster Plus, where you get like ego, you get just straight ego, or you get people who are actually like kind of decent at the game because this is kind of their life. And even then, Grandmaster is still kind of iffy because you could Loki just kind of play your way into Grandmaster. And I say play, I'm not talking win. I'm talking just straight up just play consistently. Just relentlessly play the game, and you'll just eventually climb. Based off the stats, you'll eventually climb. It's dumb. And then not only that, once again I'm gonna go back to the gimmick characters. There's too many characters in the game that force counterplay, if that makes sense. A game like a hero shooter should incentivize counterplay, not force counterplay. There's a difference. You literally cannot play the game if a Groot is in the game, bro. You literally cannot play it, bro. This character is dumb. This character is stupid. Unless you are straight up just hard countering him, bro, he just kind of does what he wants. Oh, go get on Wolverine. They got a Groot. Go get on Punisher. They got a Groot. Go get on Squirrel Girl. They got a Groot. Just dumb. Oh, they got a Wolverine. Oh, I have to play Thing. I have to, otherwise I'm gonna feed. Just dumb. And then there's so many characters that are just like they're just too touchy to touch, bro, because their skill ceilings are just way too high. You get characters like Spider-Man in the game. I'm not saying Spider-Man is broken, but this character is dumb because it's like Spider-Man's always gonna be like in this place within the game where the effort that you put into the character is never gonna match the value you're getting out of the character, and that's because he's dumb. When your entire character is basically just movement, just supreme hyper movement, what can you do against that? How can you buff that? You know what I'm saying? How can you buff that? The supports in this game are redundant. Half of them are just sustained. Half of them are sustained because it forces sustain. They changed the rocket into sustain just because people play the character. The reason they're never going to touch Adam Warlock or Mantis is because no one plays these characters. People play Rocket. Why? Because he has a low skill ceiling. Low skill floor, my fault. You can just pick up this character and just press L2 all game. Don't even have to think. And that's where the casual aspect of this game comes in. Catering to casuals doesn't make sense. Casual gamers leave the game no matter what. Casual gamers, bro, come in when it's new, shiny, and fresh. When a product is new, shiny, and fresh, and then they leave. And they only come back for new content. And then they leave like a week later. The casuals that I'm talking about are like that first day when a new character comes out and you can't even touch the character. And then miraculously, within like a week, now you can just play this character every game. Those are the casual players that they're catering the game to. It doesn't make sense. And then the motto, balancing for fun, how does that all, that also does not make sense. Balancing for fun, it's too vague. It's subjective. What someone's version of fun isn't universal. So balancing for fun doesn't make sense. A Black Panther's opinion of fun isn't anywhere near the same amount of opinion as a Cloak and Dagger's version of fun. A Doctor Strange version of fun isn't anywhere near a Wolverine's vision of fun. So to say you're balancing for fun, that doesn't make sense. And then like you're buffing and debuffing characters, you're nerfing and buffing characters off of win rate. I'm telling you right now, bro, all the win rate characters, bro, are literally just niche characters. Look at every single character, bro, with low win rates. Almost all of them are just no skill characters for casual players. Wanda has some of the lowest win rate in the game. Moon Knight, some of the lowest win rate in the game. Cloak and Dagger, mid. Like, it's not a coincidence, bro. Luna, mid. Has a mid win rate, bro. But she's broken. That's also goes into my Luna Snow has to be the dumbest character to ever exist. This character does everything. Why did they buff her in season 2.5? This character is just dumb. She basically out-healed everything in this game. And then on top of that, if you have competent aim, which you kind of already need to play Luna, the only support that really requires any sort of competent aiming, by the way. Now she's tapping people out of the sky. Like, why? Why even pick Adam Warlock? She's just doing Adam Warlock's job while having no cooldowns. Just dumb. And then like you can and I think the devs kind of deep down they kind of know that their game is kind of cooked and that the philosophy they're building upon is kind of unstable. So the devs came out and all they're doing is just trying to release as much new content as possible. A new character every month. There's already like 40 characters in this game. Certain characters are not gonna be touched. They're not touching certain characters, bro. It's crazy. A new character every single month, bro. And we're still, and what? We have 2 bans still. If I promise you, if I go to season 3 and the patch notes and I don't see one more ban, this game is cooked. You cannot balance a game for fun. When you balance a game for fun, you get sparking 0. That's the reason why that game fell off. And I'm not trying to, pat my own back, bro, but I called it. I told y'all that sparking 0 was gonna be trash. You cannot balance a game like that for funsies, especially in the year 2025, bro. Or my fault, going into 2025 because it came out 2024. Can't balance a game like that, bro, for fun. People are just gonna find cheese, exploit, and they're just gonna ruin the game, and then no one's gonna have fun. And the same thing is happening now. I'm not saying the game is dead, but it is. But the cracks are starting to show. They've always been there, but with every patch note, this game just gets worse. And they keep catering to these bad people, these trash cans. I'm sorry. I haven't played a single game of ranked this year, this season, bro. I barely played ranked in season 2. This game is cooked. Ranked competitive, literally no integrity. You go to quick play, and then you, for some odd reason, you go to quick play and you get like some quick play demons on your team. Like I'm talking, like you're just trying to play a new character, you're trying to relax, and then people are treating quick play like it's game 7. Or on the contrary, you get someone who apparently has never touched the game before and it's like 1 in 18. Like it's just crazy, bro. There's no content in this game besides skins and just new character every month. And the power creep is real in this game. Each and every game, each and every character is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. They either release weak and then they get buffed to Oblivion, aka Human Torch, and Mr. Fantastic, or they come out and immediately just cooking everyone. I would say the only character that has been added that has been kind of fair within the game is Thing. Everyone else has either been micro buffed to eternity or they just been broken day one. Must have. Ridiculous. But I just want to hear, come on here, bro, because people are starting to finally wake up about this game. People are starting to wake up that this game is becoming a little bit washed as a washed pioneer. I just came here to say that. That's it, really, bro. Marvel Rivals, bro. You know, lock in, or this game is finished.